I don't know how I did it, but I made it through like multiple shakedowns. I'm talking about the quick shakedowns where they just come through doing par wreck and pick random cells. Major lockdowns where they come through, shake the whole institution down. Um, I done been in situations where, a stabbing or gang fights or just regular fights, among civilians, break out, and it's serious enough to where they have to force a lockdown. I don't know, like it had to be the universe, the grace of God, the angels. I don't know what you want to call it, but I made it through some tough situations. I'm talking about big cell phones. At first it was the little basic phones. Then it turned into the flip phones, the Android, gray, red, and black Razor. Never forget it. That was one of my favorite phones back in the day. Then of course it grew into the touch screens and all the smartphones and stuff like that. So I had them all. I would get bored with one phone and get me another phone. You know what I'm saying? That's how easy it was. I'm talking. I got my first cell phone in 2005, 2006, around that era. You know what I'm saying? I had a little basic Motorola flip phone, all black. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my first phone. Once I rolled that one to the wheels, fell off for that one. Like it went whole charge, stuff like that. And I pretty much was like grown tired of the basic talking and texting. And then once again, that's the greed. You know what I'm saying? Already got a cell phone. Then I could get the same exact cell phone or one equal to it. But I want to go all out and get the new Razor because it's out. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I made it through some situations, man. I don't know how I did it. I never been caught with a cell phone. Only time I received a cell phone charge was having a good heart, being in a gang, trying to have my gang the strongest, put on for my set, whatever you want to call it. A new homie comes in my block, in my pod. Because of who his big homie was and our relationship, I kind of took dude under my wing fast. As time went on, I'm trying to give him the game and different stuff. I heard he on the yard backbiting. Oh, he talked to me like he my daddy. He did. No, that's the ego and pride in that gang world. That's what I say, man. It'll never work, man. It's over with. Just because of small stuff like that. No, I've been here longer than you. I'm trying to school you on what the do's and the don't. Why you got a cell phone, bro? Because I'm the one that got you this cell phone, for a very, very cheap price. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even do that for homies and close friends back then because so many of them was reckless. They didn't know how to move, Next thing I know, it's just too many liabilities with 30 cell phones running around. You know what I'm saying? And so I try to give him the game on stuff. Once he not listening, on the chat line, not chat line, that's what I used to be on back in the day. I was thinking about that Razor. But on social media and stuff all night long, talking to different people, doing whatever he do, and fall asleep. Put the phone up, but still has a bottle of weed sitting on the dresser. A charger laying out. Any of those can just get you sent. You know what I'm saying? Eggs of Molly broke down. So they do a little quick bar and window check, but also searching. So they come in. It's not hard to see. So it's a two super cops, a sergeant and a regular CO, and he just do a regular, just really not even searching hard. Just they come through. He rub his hand under the sink, boom. Spoons of weed, spoons of Molly, things of Molly fall out. That's all they needed to see. They get them out. He was able to get the charger, put it in his sweats. They find a bottle of weed. He get up. He at the table, handcuffed up. Nobody can help him. Him and his celly. He trying to get his celly from Newport News to take the charge. his son like, oh no, I'm not going down for none of this, no. And that's the price of it. And his son was in there playing with the cell phone, all that too. But he ended up going to medical, getting it out of sweatpants, throwing it in the bullpen, whatever. They still charge him for it. So you get the weed charger, you gone. They don't even need the phone. You know what I'm saying? So he get transferred to a higher level. So I got to make a decision, right? So I'm pretty tied in, So I'm even running it over with my homies as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I got a good rep with the investigators, like all that. I keep the crime down in here. I keep the violence down in here. Like, it's a respect thing. I'm not snitching, giving no information, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just so happened the investigators was down on me trying to, get me for different stuff. Female investigator ended up, they kept running in there, but she seeing all these different requests from herself. I'm trying to get in program school. They not letting me in nothing. So I'm like, just shooting my shot at them. I'm like, y'all keep running in here looking for all this, whatever you looking for. Why don't y'all help me get in school? So she looked at me, and I ain't say nothing or whatever. I was like, all right. So I want to say like the next night, they do a sweep 3 a.m, kick my cell in, some of my homies, they do a couple of little frivolous knockoff sales. They make it look like it ain't targeted, whatever. I escape, my homie get caught. He had about 10 shanks in the Bama spot, 2 cell phones, chargers. He probably had about 6 ounces of weed, like a bunch of stuff. That's a whole nother story, but I'm good. So the next day, early in the morning, I get called to go over to the education department. I'm like, what? I go over there, the computer teacher was like, yeah, look, I've been getting your request forms, be here tomorrow, 8 o'clock. I'm like, bro, I was in class like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but my point of all that situation was the bro that got sent up to the mountains, the phone is still in his TV.